Okay. Hey, Tag, you're it. Hey, Night Trap. What's up, man? Wobo, thanks. I mean, Wobo, like I've done this before, right? So it's not a. I've completed. I've beaten TAG1 a million times, you know. But I have to admit, I don't remember the encounters at all, and I just know that the final boss sometimes can be tricky. But you know, I just love this skin on the Slayer. It's so funny looking. Look how fat he is. Lore accurate Doom Guy skin, exactly, bro. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, hey Ivan.
Hasn't actually even been conjured into any kind of physical form for that long. Nobody even knows what he looks like. So, like I said, I'm in.
Portal coordinates set for Urdak in the 6th region of the Equestrian Hold.
All right, ready for launch, Doom Guy.
Extra thick. I love it.
I'm sorry.
Looks like Chubbs from Skull Tag, yeah. Hey Stefan, what's up, man? All right. Just have to check. Yeah.
Aiden's files are extensive, and the Ark recorded all of it. The Dark Lord can't be killed until he takes physical form. He's going to have to accept you because anyone who's earned the right to acquire a life sphere.
Oh yeah, this is the Bloodmaker introduction.
Whichever sphere they have. Effectively, you can awake anyone in there and they'll have to.
Okay. Oh, really? There we go. Most beautiful level in all of Doom Eternal. Yeah, I agree. One of them at least. Come on. What's annoying is that there's so much fodder. Whoa. Easy boy. The Ancubi do so much damage. It's insane. Jesus. Um. Dude, just below us a million times to the boss. Yeah. I can't watch. A cat just took a piss on me. Man, that's terrible. Oh, wow. That's a terrible thing to happen. That happened. This encounter can fuck you up very easily. Good luck for the Slayer Gate. Yeah, I mean it's the Slayer Gate can be quite. Yeah. The Slayer Gate for sure, yeah. Plus, I haven't played it in a very long time. Where was the key again? The Slayer Gate key, I believe it's somewhere... Yeah, there it is. I believe there was a secret somewhere around here. Oh, okay. Alright, Slayer Gate time. Marauders are buggy as fuck, yeah. They always will be. You can't rely on them working as they should in this game, that's for sure. Wow, okay. That's not a great start. Oh. Ah. Jesus Christ, this is me ammo. This arena is not my favorite, but that's okay. Oh yeah, there's the... This is where we have the possessed marauder. When you... Oh! The problem here isn't the Marauders, the fucking fodder everywhere. That's fucking annoying. Man, this fucking arena. Ah! Can you fucking stay still, guys? You're moving everywhere. Just, oh! There you go. Jesus Christ, man. This is taking way too long. Man. Ah! I shot you. You. Bro, come on. Come on, come here. I hate this arena. I really hate it with a passion. Man. Jesus Christ. This arena, I've never liked it. It's not even that the fight is hard. It's just that like the Marauder just gets buggy because he, like it has to jump up everywhere, and it's just like it's such an annoyance. I don't even need this. Just did it for the challenge. Is stagger time reduced when Marauder possessed or totem? Yeah. Stagger time is definitely it's definitely reduced when you're fighting a at least a possessed Marauder. That's for sure. Kill the wolf. Yeah. Another wave of enemies after the Marauder's brutal. GG's. Yeah. I mean, it's is that a mod? You put it in? What do you mean? What do you mean, David? It's a good arena. The issue is the Marauder itself. I think the arena, I don't know, like I'm just not a fan of the whole you have to abuse like the jump pads a lot, which is a bit, which I'm not a huge fan of. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ah, shit. What did I do? Oh yeah, fuck, I have to go up there. Okay. I don't remember what comes next here. It's been a while. I know we're gonna get to the bridge with the tyrant soon. That's quite soon, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, this part. Oh yeah, this part I remember caused me some issues. That I remember. What happens here again? Yeah. Here's the fucking... Yeah, this guy. I need ammo. Cool arena. Definitely, this is one that definitely creates, like, you know, when you're grinding your very first UN run on TAG1, this is one that could really stress you out because, like, there's no, it's really hard for you, it's really hard for you to find a place to breathe and sort of reassess what you have to do next. It's really, your favorite weapon in the trilogy? It probably has to be the precision bolt because it just, like, it's so central to how you play Eternal. Like, Eternal is my favorite Doom game, and I've repeated that over and over again. I'm not saying the other ones are bad. I'm just saying that Eternal is my favorite. And given it that it's my favorite game, I think it's very likely that my favorite weapon would probably be in it. So, and it's definitely the precision bolt because it's so central to all your, all your swaps, your quick combos and all that, your quick swaps and your combos. So, yeah. What's funny is that here, for example, right? Like, why didn't they exploit this arena here? Because they could have done a lot of stuff here, with these platforms, and it just feels a bit empty here. They could have done something. Hey Ryan, what's up? Hey, I only have a few minutes. Fuck the spirit demons hard. I hate them in tag. Yeah. They're fucking annoying. It's just like, it's also annoying that you have to like use the microwave beam to kill them. That's quite annoying. And my favorite weapon in 2016 Dark Ages, my favorite weapon in 2016 has to be the Gauss Cannon. I think it's such a cool weapon. I think the Gauss Cannon is really fun to use, and it's also OP once you have Siege mode. So Gauss Cannon in 2016, and in Dark Ages, probably the Cycler. The Cycler or the Rocket Launcher. One of the two. Alright, this arena. Remember. Okay. Dude just went up there. Jesus. Oh, shit. Ah. Didn't I get that guy? I mean, why? I definitely headshotted you there, bro. There you go. Okay, you dead? Have you played Horde mode? In Horde mode, this map was a real pain. Yeah, I remember. Like this was in Horde, like in the official Horde mode. I remember this was one of the final arenas. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that indeed. Okay. Whoa. What? Man, this game sometimes, like... Are you playing in UN? Yes, I am. Yeah. Horde mode in general is really hard. My best is probably 5 deaths. I don't remember, man, I mean, I completed that. I think 0 deaths for sure. I remember definitely getting that because I got the highest, one of the highest rankings. This was a long time ago, right? But I definitely, I got 0 deaths for sure. And I actually got one of the high, really, really high rankings. Yeah, you can get Precision Bolt at the start or at the end, exactly. And Precision Bolt, as everybody knows in this game, is it's so powerful. You know, like if you get Precision Bolt and the rocket launcher, if you get those weapons early on in your run, then you're good, right? Then you're good. Then if you get, let's say your first 3 weapons are meat hook. SSG with the meat hook, then you get the precision bolt, and then you get the rocket launcher. Then you're good, right? Then you're solid. Ammo, please. Thank you. Man, this fight, like, they really made it. They could have been nicer here, that's for sure. For noobs and all that. Yeah. If you haven't, I think you should go give the Souls games a shot. I'm sure you're aware, but they're very difficult. Just an idea if you get sick of the Doom games. Yeah. So Brian, I've played them. I played Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 1. Then I skipped number 2. Then I played Dark Souls 3. Played Bloodborne, my favorite Souls game. Played Sekiro and played Elden Ring. Haven't played what's it called? Night Rain, though. If the Souls games aren't your cup of tea, I understand. No, they are. I'm just not a huge, there's people who are like huge Souls fans, right? Like I'm not a huge fan, but like Bloodborne definitely really had an impact on me. If they remake, I would love for them to remake Bloodborne. Hordmore taught me how to use the chain gun and its shield. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, this thing is a lifesaver for sure. It's such a it's such a clutch mod in this game if you want to stay alive, right? You can skip DS2. It's good, but not like the others. Yeah, like it's. I mean, everybody told me like I got into the Souls franchise quite late, and everybody told me, yeah. No need to, don't waste your time on Dark Souls 2. It's not great, right? So I was like, okay, then I won't. But Elden Ring was great, though maybe a bit too big for its own good. Bloodborne was amazing. Sekiro wasn't my cup of tea though, because Sekiro wasn't really a Souls-like. It was more of a it was probably the most different game in the recent FromSoft catalog of games. And I didn't like Sekiro. Like the whole thing is like it was just parry. Yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of that. CS3 is probably in my top 10 games. Yeah. And I get that, it's also It's also, I really liked Dark Souls 3. Actually, in a way, I like it more than Dark Souls 1. In some ways. And years later, me and my buddies are still trying to make it through Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring is... I mean, the good thing about Elden Ring is that it's easy for you to sort of... If you're stuck on a boss, you can just go somewhere else and farm runes and level up and get better weapons and then come back and you'll destroy it, right? So yeah. Whoa, easy guys. Easy there. Yeah. Yo, Cobalt, what's up, man? I almost finished the rocket, by the way. Oh, amazing, bro. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. That's a nice thing about Elden Ring, but we have all been busy since we're adults now. Almost no free time to play with the boys. Yeah, I know, man. That's the sad thing about growing up. Like, out of all my friends, that I used to play games with, I think there's only one of them that's left that that still games every now and then, right? Everybody else is like just too busy with kids and work and all that, you know. So it's a bit of a oh yeah, this stuff is pretty cool. I wish they explained a bit more, you know, of the lore behind this stuff. I think it looks, yeah. Pinkies are super cute, but also super annoying. Yeah, they are. Like they're like, I mean, they're just, they're a bit of a boring enemy to fight because what you want to do is basically just find a way around them, like, or blood punch them, and that's it. Like they're not as super, you know, they're only good. Basically, they're only dangerous in either in high numbers, or in an arena where, like, as a pressure unit, you know, like that pushes you around, basically, right? That forces you to move. And that's basically it. Might swap it to Rocket so I can see where to put logo based off of your FOV. Yeah, sure. There you go. I'll give you a few. I'll give you. Yeah, it's hard to see, right? Because I'm not sure where the logo could go there. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the Souls games, like I'm really hoping that they're gonna release a remake of Bloodborne. That would be amazing. It really deserves it. Oh, fuck. Asshole. Honestly, I didn't finish Bloodborne. Really? You didn't finish Bloodborne? Man, that's an amazing... That's such a good game, though. Need ammo. Thank you. Hey M1, what's up, man? Best boss in DLC, not a high bar. No, that's for sure. That's for sure, man. Yeah, the the trial of Melagog wasn't that like I wouldn't even call that a boss. Yeah, you have to shoot moving boxes in the air. You have to shoot the eyes, you know, inside of moving boxes in the air. It wasn't amazing as a boss, no. Yeah, I got Bloodborne, but I played the Souls games with my two buddies. They don't have PS4, so I don't really want to play on my own. Yeah. I get it. Was just about to chill and do some Eternal, but I saw you live and I went on here still. Oh man, thanks. M1, that means a lot. It means that you'd rather actually watch me play this amazing DLC rather than play yourself. That's a huge compliment, bro. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's do this fucking. Such a weird fight, this one. I mean, it definitely teaches you movement. Actually, you know what? Just to speed this up, I'm gonna put what's it called? Just so you know, guys, if you put the Dazed and Confused rune when you're doing this, the fight will go way faster because basically it's timed. No, it's not. No, it doesn't go faster, but you don't have to move around as much basically because they'll stay. The Kakos will stay stunned for longer. So yeah. All right, jump here. Woohoo! Isn't this fun? Okay, I took a lot of damage there for nothing, but okay. Oh no. No, what am I doing, bro? Okay, this fight is actually... Oh man, can you stop moving? Oh. Man, why'd you have to spawn right where I spawned? Yeah, peak Eternal gameplay. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I haven't played this in a fucking long time, so I'm not exactly sure. Oh, shit. Come on. Fuck, I need ammo. And obviously that guy is there. Alright. Wasn't clean at all, but I mean, whatever. Mind checking DMs real quick. I might have got a location for, yeah, I'll just check. I'll check quick, bro. Gotta go, dude. Good luck with part 2. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Brian. Oh, yeah. That's, yeah, for sure, man. That's a good place to put it. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think it's harder, like, I think there's some weapons where it's a bit harder to place, you know? But, yeah. That's amazing, bro. Good job. Dead Nation, yo, thank you for playing the man. Yeah, no worries, man. Did you, I sent you a Discord message with some feedback about it. I'm not sure if you saw it. On remote dead it's harder, but on lock on it's better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like, don't worry, because I never use remote dead, so don't worry about that. Kind of lame that Daddy Hayden dead. Yeah. We're gonna fix it soon. Okay, good to know, man. Yeah. That's good to know, bro. Because like, there's I mean, it's the only issue I had with it. I mean, there was a small bug at some point, but that's easy to fix, I guess. When you're locked in that room with the buff whiplash and everything else, right? But I mean, for me, the main frustration for me playing the map was the lack of. There's so much happening, and you just like you burn through ammo constantly, and you know, like, just getting a chainsaw here and there doesn't fully restack you, and you just feel like, you know, I always felt like I was behind when it came to ammo, you know. Yeah, I know, but I still had to add in both mods so people will use this pack and use remote dead. Yeah, true. But I mean, Cobalt, do you think people will want to use a Vidaz premium skin pack if they're not called Vidaz? That's the question, right? Cobalt, remote dead, the go for real. I think remote dead has some, you know, it definitely has some use in some areas. But yeah. All right, what should we do now, guys? Should we do... I still have a bit of time left, so I'm just wondering what we can do. Do you guys have like a recommendation here on, you know, is there anybody, do you have any suggestions on what I can do here? Because I was thinking of doing like, of starting a TAG2, maybe Ultra Nightmare, but that could be another day, right? Because then I can dedicate a full stream to that. Base game master level? Yeah, sure, I could do that. Could definitely do that, yeah. That's a good idea. We could do some yeah, I'll do some super gore nests. Yeah, why not? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that. Why are these locked? Oh, is it because... Oh, yeah, because I don't have a save with... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just do it on Nightmare because I can't be bothered to... Big things coming soon. Cool, bro. That's good to know. That's good to know, man. Looking forward to your stuff. Like, as I said, I was really impressed. Very, very impressed by your Super Oof Nest custom map. I thought it was really, really good. So, good job on that. SGN is a peak master level. My favorite level is Arc, not gonna lie. Really? You like Arc? Oh, man, that's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. What? Okay, interesting.
The Ark fought hard, but they were eventually driven out by the demons.
That's not what I told you to do, though. Wait a minute, do I have... Oh, wait a minute. I don't actually have runes here? What the fuck? So I don't have the... I could tell something was wrong. I don't have air control. I don't have air control. What the fuck? I don't have air control, and I don't have ice grenade. Okay. Man, air control, no air control is just like, it is. Alright, let's do it. No air control. No rune run. This is gonna go well. Oh man. Man, I feel naked without air control. Ah, fucking hell, man. Okay, I seem to have blood field on. Oh, this is gonna be a fun run. No air control. Okay.
My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends transition into their new world a comfortable
Arc is honestly a bit of a lame. Oh, I thought, yeah. Master levels are all I used to play from this game before the mods. Yeah, same thing here, man. I used to play them on repeat, and that's how I got good, I think. You know, just playing master levels, especially World Spear. I played that master level to death. My God. There will also be custom weapons and Slayer skins, brand new, when you beat our DLC. I can't wait to sell more. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that. And you know, just let me know if you want me to playtest anything, you know, because I'm always happy to do that, bro. So yeah. You need to unlock everything in the base game to get it in master levels. Yeah, I know, but like the problem is because I play so many mods, basically I have to delete my saves. You know what I mean? Like I actually don't have a nightmare save, you know, where I have everything unlocked. So it's a bit of an issue. But what's weird is that I have full life and ammo though. So it's kind of weird that I can't I can't access my runes here, which is kind of weird. FS25? What's that again? Oh yeah, this place. Come here. And I need ammo. You can keep a save with everything unlocked and just constantly delete 2 other saves. Yeah, that's true, Cobalt. I just accidentally one day just deleted everything. Yeah, I just that way you can properly play master levels. Yeah, but I just like the thing is I play mods mostly, so I don't really play I don't play vanilla anymore. It's been a long time since I've done that. Well, you have a lame no in-flight mobility challenge. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I definitely do. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be curious. It's going to be yeah, very interesting to see how I do. I don't think I've never played without I don't think I've ever played without AC. I also don't have any ice bomb, so that's also interesting. Oh man, this part here without it, without oof, this is gonna be annoying. This is gonna be really annoying without air control. Oh man. Yeah. This is gonna be annoying. Ah, fucking hell. No, I mean, it's such a different game without air control. It's crazy. That's not what I said, but okay. Okay. Farming simulator. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Hey, Dennis, what's up, man? Hope you're good, bro. I hate this. I hate this encounter so much. I mean, I think it's. I like that it's. It could have been harder. You know what I mean? I think it could have been harder because it's so open. They could have definitely added more things, but they do that on the final arena, though, right? So I think it's yeah. Fuck, I don't even remember where to go. Oh yeah, this fucking encounter. This next one here. Ooh. Can you go? Dude, what are you... This game. Man, no air control is a fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. Yo, Pixel, what's up, man? Howdy, howdy. See, dude, what is this? So this is This is the SGN, so the Super Gore Nest master level, and with a little twist is that for some reason I don't have access to my runes. So I'm basically playing without, so I don't know why it's the case. I think maybe it's a clash with an old mod that was on this save maybe, and I should have chosen another save. But basically I don't have access to my runes, which means that I don't have especially I don't have what's it called, air control, which really changes the whole game from a movement perspective. And on top of that, I don't have I'm trying to change my grenades down there. I don't have ice bomb. So it's let's just call this a Super Gore Nest Master Level Plus challenge, you know? So, yeah. I meant the Fog Marauder stuff. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, yeah, that one is a bit of a... Yeah, the Fog Marauder fight. It's okay. It's okay. Sean Thane is recently subscribed. Love the gameplay, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Really, thank you so much, man. Thank you, Sean. I sent you the lock-on version in DMS. Okay, just let me have a look quick. Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome, bro. Looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, I see where you put it. Yeah, that's a good place to put it. That's pretty cool, man. Wow. I can't wait to show people this. That's going to be fun, man. That's going to be a fun little showcase. Easily hardest part. Now, with the correct strategy, that encounter can become pretty easy, or at least easy compared to other stuff. Yeah. Other stuff in the level, I mean, of course. Yeah. You mean, are you talking about the tyrant, the locked in a room with the tyrant carcasses and a Doom Hunter? Is that what you mean? I have a couple hundred hours into Eternal, and I love players who incorporate sticks into their quick swaps. Yeah, so Sean, just so you know, I think stickies are really good to have in your combo. I'm not sure if you know this, but number one, obviously for weak points, they take out weak points, same as PB, but like, so that's a good thing about them. Number two, also, if you have stickies, if you do headshots with stickies, they deal critical damage, which means that you deal a lot more damage, right? So I think it's always a viable and very encouraged strategy to use stickies in your combos, and not only like what I usually do is that I combine stickies, PB, and rockets. I do those three, and I sort of cycle through those. And then every now and then I'll probably cycle in like a ballista or whatever. But the problem with ballistas is that the bring up and bring down animation is a bit slower, which means that it'll slow down sort of the tempo at which you quick swap. Yeah. Talking about the Tyrant Carcasses room. Yeah. That one, yeah. It's I mean it's like the first time you encounter it, it's a bit like you're like, wow, how do I get through this, you know? But like if you're good at moving, if you're good at staying in the air, you know, and you combine like, you know, slob and you know, freezing, for example, the Doom Hunter first, taking him out, and then focusing solely on the Tyrants first, and then you take out the carcasses. Like, there's a strategy involved there, you know, which isn't too hard to execute on. But, you know, sometimes panic sets in, and yeah, you know how it is, right? It's, but yeah, most times, like, it's not a, I don't know. I don't see it as an issue anymore. I used to when I just started playing this game, but... Man. What? Seriously, like, no air control is really messing me up. Oh yeah, this fucking room here. Forgot about this room. Ah. Man. Gargoyles, they're the problem in this room. Oh! Fucking hell, man. The fully charged heat blast from Lazarus breaks both CADs from Mank. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That is correct, Dennis. Okay, I died there. That's okay. That means this is not a deathless run, but okay. Oh man. No air control in this place is... Oh, fucking hell. Oh dear. That's a shame. I was pretty confident I'd be able to do this without dying, but...
Once your soul has been consumed, no fear
Hey, what level did you say your Doom 16 was crashing on again? So ARC, Advanced Research Complex. In the arena where you're like, man, I don't remember what the arena was called, but it's a very lab sort of. Yeah, I mean the whole fucking level's a lab, man. I don't remember the name. I don't remember where the arena was exactly, but I kept crashing on it. Man, where do I go again from here? Man, I haven't played this level in a fucking long time. I don't even remember where to go. I think... Yeah. If you have no runes, then faster glory kills working still. Like, yeah, Bloodful. Yeah. Like I noticed that those two runes were working for sure. Yeah. But I never used Blood Fueled, so I don't know why it's there, why it's being used. Ah, there you go. Man, I haven't played this level in such a long time. I'm really rusty, guys. I'm sorry. Really rusty with this, with vanilla content. Oh, Jesus. Why using skin 2016? Which skin are you talking about? I'm not using a 2016. Am I using a 2016 skin? No. This is another skin. I'm using the. I don't remember what it's called, but like it's a funny skin that they added really late into this game's life cycle, and that was it's a skin like I think it's called. What's it called, guys? The skin, you know, where you have like the big belly and the 6 packs of beer on your arm, like, you know, what's that called? What's that skin called again? That's funny because I got my one and only crash on that level too, but luckily I was still able to get through. Amnesia the Bunker, Chimera, real or hoax? I have Leah, I actually don't know. I've never played Amnesia the Bunker or any Amnesia game, so I actually don't know. I have no clue. So like I would be the wrong person to ask that about. After playing a bunch of 2016 now, I honestly don't know if Dark Ages is harder. I feel like I die less in Dark Ages Max Sliders than in the average combat encounter in 2016. Yeah, I think, you know, the big issue for me in 2016 is that there's no death protection. Like, you just die from, you know, like, let's say you're at 80 health. If something hits you for 80 health, you're dead, you know? Like, whereas in this game and in Dark Ages, you get, you go down to 5 health, and then you have a chance to recover, right? Yeah, trucker. That's probably what it is. Yeah, the trucker skin. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Dude, I saw it. Ah. No, why? Dude, I can't play. No air control is such an annoyance. What? Okay. Oh, bro. Oh man, that's hilarious. Done here or what? Released on Steam trailer and YouTube special for Halloween moment in 2025. Okay. You also have a support rune too. That's which support rune do I have the? Do I have the weak point one or what? Oh yeah, this shit. Don't you just love air control? Sorry, the crowd control that whiplashes do. Isn't that amazing? Oh shit, that was good. Okay. That's my favorite arena in this master level. Are you talking about the? Oh man, this arena though. Oof. This one I don't like. Ah. Oh man. The buff arena, yeah. Yeah, it's a cool one. You know, you get Berserker, then you get the what's it called? The quad damage as well. Like it's pretty fun. Alright, this fight. Oh yeah, this one. Forgot about this. Ouch, no. Ah, bro. And air control. You and me are the only people I've ever seen use Arbalest against Marauder. Yeah, just do it for fun, man, you know? Like... I just do it for fun, like, it's, there's a lot of ways to take out Marauders and... Man, what am I doing? bro. Like, air control is really messing me up here. I can't, I just can't move properly with it. I'm sorry, guys, for the really bad entertainment here, but I'm really... Man, every time I shoot a fucking ballista, I go backwards. This is horrible movement. Oh, bro. Ah, fucking hell, man. Why would they even... I mean, why would you design a game without air control? Okay. Now you don't want to chainsaw. Okay. Sorry guys, this is like... terrible gameplay, but I feel like I'm playing with, you know, with my hands tied behind my back basically, without air control. It's insane how hard the game is when you do so. Oh, I hate this. How much fodder is there? Okay, there's definitely somebody missing here. Who's missing? There it is. Oh god. Anyways, guys, I think I'm done. I don't want to redo that whole thing. That whole part there. I just cannot play this game without air control. It's just not. I just can't do it. It's so dumb that you have to kill all the fodder. Yeah, but I was stuck there. Because Hell Knight decided to spawn behind the barrier, right? So, I know nothing about the damage numbers and enemy health. Yeah. Super meme nest. Yeah, I mean... But seriously, like, the game, you know, I really respect the people who play this game honor-bound. And honor-bound means that you're playing it basically, like, without air control, right? And that's, I really respect the people who do that because that's not easy. That's actually quite hard. Like, the movement is just, it's retarded with, you know, without air control. It's so retarded. Once again, did you agree if the Dark Ages was too slow? No, I mean, it definitely isn't too slow. And that's something that I've repeated myself about over and over again is that, you know, like, technically if you put Dark Ages at 150 speed, it could, in many situations, be faster than this game. So, yeah, no, it's definitely not definitely not a slow game. But again, that's for you to, like, it's not slow, but if you want it to be slow, it can be, right? That's all, that's up to you. It's up to you to mess with the sliders and find something that works for you. But when I play Dark Ages at 150 speed, it definitely isn't slow at all. It's a very fast game. Sometimes maybe too fast in the sense that the enemies also behave very weirdly and they, yeah. Sometimes you sort of don't understand what killed you, you know? So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it. The Super Gore stuff wasn't great, and I know that, but like it's if you take away air control, I just play like shit. I can't like the whole game, the whole movement, the whole way, you know, like the way I move around, etc. Just is completely it's compromised. So I just can't. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, I'm done, man. I'm done. I just I got to the end of Super Gore Nest, and then I kind of like actually finished it, and then there was a Hell Knight that was stuck behind a barrier, and I couldn't get to him, so I tried to type in kill AI in the commands, and then fodder just killed me. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. But yeah, I'll see what I'm gonna do next here because like, yeah, yeah, I know, man. But like, I wasn't really, to be honest with you. Like, I've had a long day. I haven't slept very, very well last night. So I'm a bit like, I'm a bit tired, to be honest. In this game, when I play tired, I can really feel that I'm just not on top. But at least I beat TAG1 earlier today before Super Gordness, so that was good. But I think going forward, I'm just gonna basically do a lot of custom maps, mods. Maybe I'll do a TAG2 Ultra Nightmare run as well because why not? Yeah, I understand being tired, get some rest. Yeah, like it's the type of game that you have to be quite awake to play. You have to be energized. It's not yeah, because you really have to be focused when you play this game. But I mean, that's how it is. It requires 100% focus. Yeah, it does. And if you're at like 50%, then you start making a lot of mistakes, and you're sort of, yeah, that's where things go wrong, right? But again, I just have to check here because one of these saves, I think I took this save here. No, it wasn't this save. But one of these saves is corrupted because I don't have access to my runes and I don't have my ice bomb anymore. So it could be because I had a mod that I played a mod on one of these saves, and sometimes like the mods sort of the mod coding will stay there. So when you start a level there, it's gonna it just gets corrupted and it's fucked, right? So yeah. Yeah, let's see what I'm going to do next. I'm going to try again to see if I can fix 2016. Because I didn't try reinstalling it. Because I've read that can help sometimes to reinstall it, to verify the game files and all that. Then we can see. Because I'd also, I'd like to play through it maybe once or twice. And maybe try to see if I can do some UN there. I just don't, the problem is I just don't remember. I have to learn it from scratch because I haven't played that game in 7-8 years, I haven't played UN at least in 7-8 years in 2016. But I'd like to get back into it and really understand, like the whole routing and which weapons to go for and the mods and all that, like the weapon mods. So that could be something I could do. Because with Eternal, the problem is with Eternal is that I'm not going to do campaign because I've done that over and over again before. I just did TAG1. I could do TAG2 UN. As soon as a custom map releases, then I'll definitely play that the same way I did that yesterday. But other than that, I can't really do much. I'm counting on mods getting released for me to make footage about them, right? To stream them, right? I sent you on Maker and Plasma and DMS. Man, you're working quick on this. That's insane. That's impressive, bro. I'm really curious to see. Yeah, nice. Yeah, those are like, especially the Plasma, man. It looks really cool. With the logo there as well, man. It fits. Oh, the logo just fits perfectly on the Plasma rifle. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. That's going to be... Oh. I already got the base template done, so all I'm going to do is pretty much recolor. Okay, yeah. Do you think TDA could ever be your favorite? No, I don't think so. Like, I think Eternal is going to be... Doom Eternal is going to be really hard to beat for me. Like, the DLC... Like, I'll just tell you that I think... No, I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible because I have an emotional connection to Eternal in a way. Because Eternal is what got my channel started. Not that I have a huge channel, but like it is what, what got me into the Doom community pretty much. So I met a lot of people through Eternal. So, and I just think as a game, it's close to being perfect for me. It's just such an amazing game. But TDA is definitely my second favorite. That's for sure. Yeah, Dark Age is definitely my second favorite. But yeah. I just use the template for most of my skins in terms of color placement, which speeds it up. Just took me a while to make it, but that was when I was making Metallic Blue Maker. Oh, okay, got it, yeah. But I got the masking set, so I get things much faster. I was just pretty much... Yeah, all you have to do... So you basically have a template, and all you have to do is just put the colors where they need to be, right? You don't have to rearrange everything. Yeah, okay, got it, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to having my very own weapon skins. That's going to be amazing. I'm really, yeah, that's going to be amazing. But yeah, Brian, so to answer your question, I don't think TDA could ever be my favorite. No, I don't think so. Like, let's see what the DLC brings. But I love TDA, you know, like every time also, you know, like I played Eternal for so long, right? I played Eternal for years now. And I always reach a point when I played Eternal where I'm like, okay, I've had enough now. I need a break. And then when I take a break from Eternal, I think TDA is perfect for that, because TDA is a lot more sort of, you know, I'm not going to say relaxed because things can get quite out of hand, but like it's easier for me, especially when I'm streaming, to play Dark Ages. But it's just, but the issue I have with Dark Ages is, first of all, there's no mods, like there's no actual master level mods or level mods to play. And then we only have the campaign right now. Like Ripitorium is okay, but like I've had my fun with the Ripitorium. I'm not gonna play it anymore. Like I don't see, unless they update it again. But I've had my fun with it, and that's it, right? So that leaves me with the campaign, and the campaign is too long, in my opinion. That's one of my criticisms of the game. I don't like the mech dragon sections, and I've repeated myself over and over again about that. But it's so those are things that I don't like. But again, there's a lot of good stuff about TDA, and as I said, you know, TDA is by far the best game I've played this year. You know, I've spent like 400 hours plus on it, which is a lot. But I don't think it's ever gonna, for me at least, it's never gonna go above Eternal. Eternal for me is always like, Eternal's probably, when I think about it, it's probably in my top. If it's not my number one ever, like best favorite game ever, it's definitely in my top 2 or top 3, right? I wish I could get a better gun switching on Eternal. Get better at gun switching on Eternal, but it's difficult on controller. I play on Xbox, only get really good on TDA with the controller now. Yeah, TDA you don't have to quick switch, right? So that's a different game. But so Brian, just so you know, like when I started playing Eternal, it was actually on PlayStation 4, and I have 1,000 hours on Eternal on PlayStation, and I just remember like it took me forever to get the quick switching down, right? Because you have to use the mouse, like you have to use the. I mean, now, however, I think on the latest updates that they did, I mean, years ago, right now you can bind individual buttons for weapons, if I remember correctly. So now it's actually easier technically, but it's. But it is way harder. Like Eternal is a way harder game to play on controller compared to Dark Ages. Dark Ages is way easier. I hope we do get a few more things other than DLC for TDA. I think we'll be getting, we'll definitely be getting like at least a few master levels. But there's also rumors that we'll be getting a full like master campaign. So basically like a new game plus, right, where the game just gets way harder. And you have all your loadout, like, you know, like, and you're all maxed out when it comes to weapons and health and armor, right? So that could be a place where they could bring a lot of replay value to the game for sure. Having a master campaign, because that's going to take forever for people to UN, right? So that's a good thing. Other than that, I think Ripitorium is going to be worked on way more. They're only at 2.0 now, so there's going to be at least a 3.0 version. And then probably a final version. There's not going to be multiplayer, that's for sure. So I mean, you know, we're gonna get quite some. I think we're gonna get some support, some long-term support for Dark Ages for sure. But I just don't think when it like for me, what matters is like long-term modding support, and I think I'm just not sure if Dark Ages is gonna get that. Because right now the modding scene for Dark Ages is completely dead. Like Eternal is way more active as a modding scene than Dark Ages. Yeah, bind your weapons to your buttons. That's how I became able to quick swap really well. Yeah, exactly, Sean. That's exactly it. So now you know on console you are able to bind your individual buttons to your weapons to individual buttons, which is something that you couldn't at the very beginning. You always had to use the weapon wheel, which was insane, right? I have an Elite controller, so I've tried using the buttons in the back of the controller. It just got confusing for me. Yeah, but I mean, that's something that that's practice, though. You know, that's how you get... I just remember, like, when I moved from controller on Eternal to PC, like, all of a sudden playing on PC was so weird. I had to get used to, you know, the keys and the mouse and all that, and it took me, like, quite some time to get used to it. But, like, now I would never be able to go back to console, to playing Eternal on console. I just wouldn't be able to. Never. I even played Dark Ages recently on console, and I just found it so, you know, just aiming is such a chore. You know, aiming and moving around, like, it's just like you feel so limited in every way. Yeah, true. I guess I'll give it another shot. Yeah, you should, man. You should, because it is, you know, like if you only have Eternal on console, then I would definitely recommend that you practice that, because it's easy to learn, you know. I think Eternal really is in its name Eternal, but I also think Dark Ages is an excellent game. It has less tech than Eternal, but it's a unique experience, and I love that. Yeah, for sure, Sean. Yeah, but I completely agree. And I love, like, I've played a lot of Dark Ages since release. And it's funny because, you know, I can't compare Eternal to Dark Ages. It's fucking hard because they're so different. You know, like there are similarities, but overall, they're very different. But I just feel like when I play Dark Ages, what I like about it is that I can switch my brain off and just like completely just act off of instinct and not have to think that much and not have to, you know, like I could almost, you know, just like speak to you guys the way I'm speaking now when I'm playing Dark Ages as I'm playing it, right? When I play Eternal, it's impossible. When I play Eternal, I have to be like fully focused on the game, and I can't speak at the same time. It's like it's a completely different ball game for me. It's not about console versus PC. It's just about Eternal as a whole. It takes time to learn, and as a game, it forces you to become a better player in general. Yeah. Like Eternal is, you know. And that's why a lot of people hate it so much, is because it forces you to play on its terms, you know? And if you don't play on its terms, it just kills you. So that's why, like, you know, when they say that Eternal is probably one of the most, if not the most divisive Doom game, I would agree with that, because I would say that, you know, yeah, the people who really want to get good and, you know, who really who learn how to play the game, who spend hundreds of or thousands of hours playing it, and they just really want to get to that level where they just, like, you know, they're gods at the game, basically, right? And then you have people who, you know, the casual player base who pick up the game, can't figure it out within 20 minutes, and they're like, fuck, there's too many mechanics, you know, like flame belch, grenade, a blood punch, what the fuck is this? Glory kills, man, there's too much to handle here. And then they just think it's too complicated, and they just think, fuck, I don't have the time for this. I give up. You know, I don't like the game. So there's two camps, right? They're so different, and I like that. I like how they're all unique experience. Yeah, they are. Yeah, for sure. Like, I see Dark Ages as a very, you know... I'm not going to call it like... It's not a skill-based FPS player, FPS game, I mean. It's more of like... It reminds me so much of classic Doom in the sense that... Yes, you have to use. You're encouraged to use several weapons. You're encouraged to take it slow, explore, find secrets. Especially because, like, especially when you're playing Ultra Nightmare, you really have to focus on getting, your challenges done early on, to get your resources so you can upgrade your weapons. It's a different. There's a bit of that in Eternal, but it's only at it's very front loaded. It's very much at the beginning of the game that you're encouraged to level up and, maybe focus on upgrading your meat hook as soon as possible. And once that's done, everything else just, falls into place. And Dark Ages is a lot more there's a lot more progression in a way when it comes to upgrading your character, right? So it's a lot more RPG focused in a way, I could argue, but it's not RPG at all. It's not even close, but like it has more RPG elements to it. Yeah, I think you're right, Sean. I played on Ultraviolet. I haven't even tried on Nightmare yet. I'll do it after I finish 2016 on Nightmare. Yeah. And 2016 is a good place to start, because it teaches you the fundamentals of Doom Eternal, right? Like anybody I know who tells me that they didn't like Eternal, I would always tell them, go play 2016 first, and try to get a feel for the mechanics, the glory kill system, the guns, and try to understand that it's good to switch between weapons to for ammo economy, and so it's things like that, right? You'll love it, man. Trust. Nightmare makes it a whole different ball game. Yeah. Nightmare, like, I think Eternal is meant to be played on Nightmare. It's the difficulty to play it on. You don't learn how to play Eternal on Ultraviolence. You just don't. It has to be played. Yeah. It was designed to be played that way. I think Hugo Martin even mentioned that. I love Eternal because it's one of the only games I know where I can do bad on my own accord. It's never the game's fault. It's fair. Truly a perfect game. Yeah, it is. It is. Like, that's my... I also see it as a perfect game. I really do. And one thing, like, again, I'm going to go back to Dark Ages, which I don't think is a perfect game, in my opinion. It's very good, but it's not, like... There's a lot of things that I just don't like about it. But one of the things that really annoys me about Dark Ages is that you die and sometimes you don't get why. Like there's no. You have to find yourself like, okay, why did I die? Okay, that's weird. I thought I was on top there, and then all of a sudden I just die. Okay, what? Why? Whereas in Eternal, like you're like, okay, I know why I died. Either it was positional, like poor positioning, or it was, you found yourself like in a cluster of demons on low health when you shouldn't, when you should have escaped, things like that, right? Because in Eternal you have so many mobility options to get yourself in and out of the action that if you do die, it's your own fault because you have all the tools to be able to survive in Eternal. It's a way more sort of, I'm not going to say fair because it's hard in its own way, but it's a way more, I feel like it's a more balanced game than Dark Ages is, to be honest with you, because you have a lot more. You're able to restack ammo and health and armor, way faster than you do in Dark Ages. In Dark Ages, once you get to low health, it's really hard to get it back to 100%, right? It's really it's and you can't. And restacking armor also has its difficulties in Dark Ages. So yeah. Bro, if you play Eternal and go back to 2016, you realize how broken 2016 was. It's in siege mode and holos. Yeah, exactly. Holo swap tech. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like having holding down, right mouse button on your, like, let's say for example, that's what I used to do a lot in 2016 is holding having the super shotgun out, shooting it, and then holding down right mouse button to aim, and then switch to the siege mode on the Gauss cannon, and then shoot, and then you automatically shoot. You don't even have to load up the siege mode. You just shoot right away, right? It's such a broken game. It really is, and that's why I'm saying that Eternal is broken in some ways, but like I think overall, when it comes to your ability to restack, your ability to survive, I think the DPS in some ways is very broken. Like the DPS could go crazy high if you know what you're doing in Eternal. But that's compensated if you play a lot of mods. That's compensated by how hard mods can get. Because obviously, the harder the mod, the less your high DPS actually matters, right? Or not that it doesn't matter, but I'm saying that basically you if you don't have a high DPS strategy in Eternal, you can't even play mods. You need to have that as a default to play them. Otherwise, you're screwed, right? Like slob, for example, or punch swapping. Like one thing I do a lot in Eternal, if I freeze a Baron or a Cyber Demon, is that I punch swap SSG, right? They have no chance. You just delete so quickly, right? I still think Dark Ages. I think Dark Ages still needs time as it's under development. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's I mean, the base game isn't under development, but I know what you mean. There's still, yes. I mean, Repertorium is under development. There's it needs fresh content. It needs master levels. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And we need a DLC. I think that's what the game really needs. And I'm really disappointed. And I'm kind of disappointed that we haven't heard anything yet, because it's gonna be like in 4 months. It's gonna be a year since it released. And I think waiting a year to get a DLC for a game that, let's be honest, like wasn't dead on arrival, but like died within 1 or 2 months, died, right? Because like people played it for a bit and then they moved on. Not enough content, so they just moved on, right? I think that's a long time for them to not to wait, because I know they're busy doing it, so they're not waiting, but I think they should have sped it up a bit more, maybe just a tiny bit more, right? I think Eternal's most broken thing is really the hammer. Yeah, it is, for sure. It is. Like the hammer, the fact that you can replenish. I mean, replenishing armor is fine because ammo is fine because an issue maybe in this game is that you're out of ammo very often, but the fact that you can sort of flame belch a group of demons and then hammer, then you just get all your armor back. And obviously, if you hammer a bunch of fodder, you get all your health back as well. It's just like it's a full restack every time, right? And all you need is 2 glory kills or 2 weak point hits, and that's it. That's a bit broken. I think so too. Also, the eye tripping up when your ears is a bit busted. Yeah. Like Hell Knights looking at you when you're like they're just waiting for you to come down. Like they're looking up at you when you're in the air and they're just not moving. It's so funny, right? Personally, I think the only real tech the average player needs is the like slob and some meat hook tech. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, technically it's true. Like the when you talk about, I mean, the average player, for the average player to finish Eternal on UN, you don't need that though. You know what I mean? Like to me, like I think the very first time I finished UN, I wasn't using slob. I wasn't using any punch swapping. I was just barely starting to learn how to quick swap, and I got it done. So it's, I don't know. I don't think I think if you want to play mods, like hard mods, then you definitely need to learn the tech for sure. But if it's vanilla content, I don't think you need to learn anything crazy, like any crazy tech. So yeah. All right, guys. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm gonna skip like a rock. What's up, Stefan? Like, sorry, I didn't check. What did you write? You just wrote earlier. What's going on? Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, guys. I'm gonna go. I'll catch you. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what I do next. I may jump back into Dark Ages. Let's see. I don't know yet. Let's see, guys. Yeah. Night, dude. See ya. Yeah. Okay, guys. See ya. Take care. Thanks for joining, as usual. Always a pleasure. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Bye, guys. Yeah. Bye, Stefan. I'll probably do the rest of the webs tomorrow. I met this girl and we're just chatting. Oh, yeah. Enjoy. Yeah. Do that, man. Do that. That's more important. That's way more important. So whenever you're ready, just send him over and then I'll be happy to showcase him. All right, guys. Have a good one and speak soon. Bye. Bye.